During the virtual G20 summit, PM Narendra Modi emphasized on the need for an inclusive, ambitious, action-oriented and decisive G20 group. He addressed issues in the West Asian region, expressing hope for the release of all hostages in the Israel-Hamas conflict. He also pressed on the need to monitor the negative use case for artificial intelligence amid the rising deepfake elements floating around the world. Let's go across and listen in to PM Modi sharing how the misuse of AI needs to be monitored and fixed. Listen in.
एआई के नेगेटिव यूज को लेकर चिंता बढ़ रही है। भारत की स्पष्ट सोच है कि एआई के वैश्विक रेगुलेशन को लेकर हमें मिलकर काम करना चाहिए। डीप फेक समाज के लिए, व्यक्ति के लिए कितना खतरनाक है, इसकी गंभीरता को समझते हुए हमें आगे बढ़ना होगा। एआई शुड रीच द पीपल एंड इट मस्ट बी सेफ फॉर द सोसाइटी।
Well, also listen into what the PM had to say about the recent release of hostages in Gaza and how he's optimistic about the recent deal.
पिछले महीनों में नई चुनौतियां उत्पन्न हुई हैं। पश्चिम एशिया क्षेत्र में असुरक्षा और अस्थिरता की स्थिति हम सब के लिए चिंता का विषय है। हम मानते हैं कि आतंकवाद हम सभी को अस्वीकार्य है। सिविलियंस की मौत कहीं भी हो निंदनीय है। आज हुए हॉस्टेजेस के रिलीज के समाचार का हम स्वागत करते हैं। उम्मीद करते हैं कि सभी हॉस्टेजेस जल्दी रिहा हो जाएंगे।
Well, at the G20 virtual summit, PM Modi emphasized the need for vital reforms to enhance the global economy's size, effectiveness and future readiness. Also listen in to what he had to say on that.
G20 ने प्रो प्लैनेट अप्रोच के लिए मिशन लाइफ यानी लाइफस्टाइल फॉर एनवायरनमेंट को मान्यता दी है। 2030 तक रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी को 3 गुना तक ले जाने का आह्वान किया है। क्लीन हाइड्रोजन के प्रति प्रतिबद्धता दिखाई है। क्लाइमेट फाइनेंस को बिलियन से ट्रिलियन ले जाने की जरूरत को पहचाना है।
In fact, my colleague Sumita Karir is standing by with more details on this. Sumita, help us put this into perspective.
Right, Prime Minister Narendra Modi was addressing a grouping of the leaders of G20. It's clearly the winding up of 1 year of India's presidency as it now passes on the baton to Brazil, which takes over the presidency from December 1. So what did the Prime Minister really talk about during his session? He said that India cannot forget the moment when the African Union was incorporated in the G20. He said that this is a proud moment for India, that the Global South also got representation, that India's G20 was an inclusive, ambitious and action-oriented one, a decisive one, and that's what India had promised for. We've made that possible in a world of challenges, world full of challenges, is what he said. He also spoke about the Israel-Hamas war, and he said that there is no acceptance for terrorism. He also said that civilian deaths on both sides are condemnable. He said that we welcome the news of release of hostages, referring to the news that came in earlier today about a possible deal between Israel and Hamas to release hostages. He also said that we are hoping for the release of all hostages because it's very important to ensure that the Israel-Hamas war doesn't really escalate into a regional conflict. In fact, in the 21st century, he said that the concerns of Global South have to be given importance to. Yesterday, also in a press conference, if you remember, India's Sherpa Amitabh Kant also referred that this G20 has been about the development of the developing nations, in fact, emerging economies. The Prime Minister then today also announced the establishment of a social impact fund with $25 million from India. And most importantly, last but not the least, he addressed the issue of deepfakes and AI. AI's negative use cases that are creating worries. Remember, just a few days back, he had spoken about deepfakes and how, it's really a challenge for people. Misuse of AI deepfakes is a challenge. He said that the countries across the world need to work together to combat those deepfakes, and AI's negative use cases are really creating worries. So clearly, all of these achievements that have been highlighted by the Prime Minister related to an inclusive G20, a decisive G20, showcasing India's rising global clout at a time when the world has gone through several black swan events, and the latest being the Israel-Hamas war. What really comes out of that G20 virtual meeting of leaders, we'll only know in a short while from now when the press conference ends.